We're all planning for the Cena stuff. So
it was almost like that wasn't the main event. That was just kind of the last match.
right.
So, but I liked how every match that had, you know, uh, movement towards working with Cena. And then it was
Hmm.
also like the realization of like this is like this is it, man. Like he's so underappreciated. I think John Cena from of all the shit that he's done. There's a lot of years, man, that people gave him a real hard time. But I think almost everybody, like they gave Roman a hard time for several years. But I think that's because Cena fucking was so good on the mic that he could fucking kind of
Hmm.
put him in his place, and then Roman just became bigger than life. But I just think
The
that go ahead.
Well, he was the biggest. He was their biggest merch seller for eons,
Oh
right? I mean,
yeah,
he was, and they well, there's also a different T-shirt every 8 seconds, and the matching wristbands, headbands. So the marketing department did their thing too.
yeah. It was the
But
90. It was like a $94 hat, T-shirt, wristband. Like I've told the story a million times. I was in Edmonton, and they fucking the building chanted, "Let's go Cena. Cena sucks." It was 50-50. But I was in a Suburban waiting to fucking get out of the traffic, and I was watching those packs of kids walk by, and every fucking male that walked by that was from 5 to 12 was in the fucking full kit. I'm thinking, phew, man, if he's on a 50-50 merch, he is killing.
there's no way he's on a 50-50 merch.
Fuck
You
yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was on a 50-50 split. I know Steve was. Austin.
All right. So I just didn't think anybody got that.
Yeah, I think so. I know Steve was.
The Hogan deal.
But then again, Steve was that was the catalyst of the whole thing.
There was the IC match too, Kev, with
Yep, with
Dom.
Dom. Dom's got great heat. Dom has really done a good job. And the thing is, like, wasn't by any means a 5-star match, but because both characters are over, both characters are charismatic, and the people give a shit, and there was a belt on the line,
And the point was that to, I mean, everybody probably realized Cena getting the IC title.
makes him a
Yes.
grand slam champion.
Albeit not as quickly as Diesel,
But
who
Diesel was quick.
it was what your first year, wasn't it? As Diesel, I
I
mean.
want to think I was like a year and a half when then I got my first belt. I know that CM Punk's was quicker than mine as far as the amount of days. Like I was 225 and he was like 213. Because I looked the other day I couldn't believe that John hadn't won an IC belt, so I googled it and I pressed Triple Crown winners and it came up.
Hmm.
I was just like, fuck, he's not on there. So
So yeah, so that was it was a good show for John. Good the Boston. I mean, the Boston crowd, of course, was hot. You knew that was going to happen. The Open was extremely hot.
17,000 people in that building.
Yeah. TD, is it still called TD? Yeah, right.
TDY, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Excellent. No joke. Love Matt Armstrong also. Oh, so here's the time to the Triple Crown chart. Um, Angle was 91 days. CM Punk 203. Nash 240. Alexa Bliss next on the list. How about that? 3 years, 1 month. Eddie Guerrero 4 years. Forgot about that. And then Seth, of course. 4 years, 1 month. to get that. And then let's see, Sean's got to be on there, right? Sean's there, number 8, 6 years, 11 months. Big Show, 7 years. Trips, 7 years, 10 months. All right. Matt Armstrong was watching last week. He says, great to see Raven. I'd like to acknowledge the great audio. If you listen to other podcasts, you know what I'm talking about. Keep up the great work, guys. Kevin, we're sounding better than everyone, it sounds like, according to Matt Armstrong. And I believe him. I credit your headset for that.
Studio sound filter is what Steve said. See, so.
Okay, there you go. And of course, and let's give, yes, let's give some credit to
Mr.
Steve
Kaufman,
Kaufman.
yes,
Of
Mr.
course.
Kaufman gets the credit.
The 1BG. You guys should bring more guests for episodes. This was a great idea. You got to earn a spot here.
Plus, Scotty had a documentary he wanted to plug, and I hadn't seen him or had a chance to catch up with him in a while, so everything fit perfect.
Instagram or Wrestling Story, Mr. Nash. It's been 20 years since we lost Eddie Guerrero. Is there a memory or story about him that still sticks with you? Thanks in advance.
The first time I ever got in a ring with him, Pac was working with him in Fayetteville, and we're I think it's like, is that where Fort Bragg is, Fayetteville? I don't know.
It's down there.
Yeah, North Carolina. That's North Carolina, right?
Yes.
And so Scott said, "Are we going to feed Eddie?" I said, "Oh man, fuck, let's just let's just get through that." It was on TV too, and like Eddie and Pac had such a good match. It was just like, we said, "Fuck this, man." We were feeding like a son of a bitch, and Eddie was just Eddie. Nobody had to go, "Hey, we're on our way." I mean, he had eyes in the back of his head. He put a drop kick. I barely got over the rope, and he was right there to catch me with a drop kick, like at my chin, both feet, and to send me right back over. And that was a thing of beauty.
But Click This is a production of Butch and Sundance Media, produced in association with Podcast Heat, created by Tristan Nash, Kevin Nash, and Sean Oliver, producer Steve Kaufman, graphics by Dominic D'Angelo, title sequence and audio edit by Wesley Burleson, theme song by Dale Oliver, no relation. Technical research by Tristan Nash, copyright 2025, Butch and Sundance Media. Kev, I want to ask you something. You want to do another one?
Only if Fetterman will fucking become Manchin and become an independent.